Hey everyone, welcome back to Home Sweet Homes. My name is Sarah and I'm the mom of twins, and I also live with a handful of chronic illnesses. On my channel you'll see me fumble through life, some highs, some lows, and overall we like to have fun here. So if you're new here, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and maybe give me a thumbs up, and you can see the future videos that I post. In today's video, it is part of a Fall Food Friday collaboration with one of my favorite YouTubers, the Fallon over at Moss Family TV. It's something that she does for 1 month every Friday during the fall, and this is the third week. So today I'm going to be making some pumpkin themed desserts. So the first one we're going to do is make a pumpkin honey bun cake. And then the second one, because I could only find a huge jar or can of pumpkin, and I didn't want to waste any of it, so I decided to make a second one. And hopefully one of them will at least turn out. Maybe I'll get lucky and both will. But the second recipe I'm going to do is soft and chewy pumpkin oatmeal cookies. So come along with me and we will see how they turn out. Okay, for the pumpkin honey bun cake, we are going to need a yellow moist cake mix, vegetable oil, 4 eggs, some pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie, just plain pumpkin. Then we're gonna need some pumpkin pie spice, chopped walnuts, and some brown sugar. All right, let's get this pumpkin honey bun cake started. We are going to start with the yellow cake mix. Out of the way, and then we are going to do a half a cup of vegetable oil. I was using basic vegetable oil from Walmart. Then the next ingredient would be 4 eggs, which I have here. They're about almost room temperature. They're still a little bit cold, but that's all right. Ooh. In you go. Probably could have picked a bigger bowl. Let's wing it. See how it goes. We'll switch to a bigger bowl if we need to. Okay, next on our list of ingredients is 3/4 a cup of pumpkin, which I measured up so I didn't have to fumble with the can. There we go. And then we need 2.5 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. Do our best. Wait, I want to make sure. Yes, 2.5. Stuff smells very strong. Close enough. Are you supposed to make? Well, I probably could have opened it. Whatever. It'll be either very pumpkin-y spice or not enough. We'll see. Okay, and then we need 3/4 cup brown sugar. I lied. Brown sugar is for the walnut mixture we're going to do in between the layers. So it's going to be like a little surprise in the middle. Pretty excited for that. Okay, so now that we got this all crammed into this really tiny bowl, we're going to take it over and mix it with a hand mixer for about 2 minutes or until it's all the way incorporated. Oh my gosh, don't mind all my mess. We're making another recipe later on. Let's get that out of the way because I'm splashing this batter everywhere because my bowl's too full. That's all right.
kitchen messes happen all the time. So I did it for about a minute. Now I'm going to scrape the edges to make sure all that stuff's getting incorporated also. Smells good. All right, back to it for one more minute.
You're never gonna believe it. I forgot the half a cup of sour cream, so we're gonna add a half a cup of sour cream and then mix it again real quick. You know, things happen.
Let's try this again. I think my bowl wasn't full enough as it is. That looks like my half cup. Let's try this again. Test the fate, keeping it in this bowl. Okay, now that we have this all incorporated, we are going to divide out 2 cups and put it into our greased baking dish. We're gonna do a quick spray, bottom and sides. Let's roughly guess about 2 cups. See how it flattens out. Now we're doing this so we can put a layer of brown sugar and walnuts in between, which sounds heavenly. So, it's not perfect, but okay. Delicious. You always have to sample your batter, otherwise you'll never know if it's good or not. Okay, now in our bowl, we need to do 3/4 cup brown sugar and then a 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts.
Now I cheated and I bought chopped walnuts to save a step. That's how we roll here.
Measure up.
I'll say
About a 1/2 cup. Just a little more. Now what am I gonna do with like another 1/2 cup of walnuts? Yeah, half the package. It's a 1 cup package. So half the package. Then we are going to dump 3/4 cup brown sugar. Can you really add too much brown sugar to something? Maybe that way you care. Let's get a spoon and take just a little bit of that out. Maybe this much out. It'd be nice and sweet. Okay. Now I'm gonna mix this up just to kind of incorporate the two together a little bit. That looks about right. Good ratio. More brown sugar than there is walnuts, it says. And now I'm just gonna sprinkle it out over the whole pan. Now, if you're anything like me and you don't have all of the energy and stamina to accomplish what your mind wants you to do, buy yourself a nice kitchen stool. Learn from my grandma. You can get so much more accomplished when you just have a seat and do whatever you can to rest your legs and your back and your body while you do all this fun stuff. It really helps me get a lot accomplished. Of course, it's a lot of up and down, but if you get yourself a nice tall stool, it really, really helps. All right. Now we got all that. And now we're gonna put the rest of our batter on top. Try to do it carefully, if you can. Ooh. All right. So what I did, I was trying to pour it even, like trying to get a little bit over the whole thing so I have less work to do spreading it, so I don't disrupt our little pecan brown sugar, or not pecan walnut layer. Heavy slimy bowl. Now we're gonna carefully slide this all over the top. Slowly, I guess. All right. Now this recipe, when it comes out of the oven, we're gonna be topping it with a glaze. Just the basic powdered sugar, vanilla, milk glaze. But that kind of gives it, I think, that extra like honey bun concept, which I'm super excited for. It's to kind of tuck the edges in a little. I know it's kind of slippery and slimy, but we're gonna do it. We'll see if it helps. All right. Now, this beauty, get this jump away, is ready to go into the oven at 350 degrees, which I forgot to tell you. Don't forget to preheat your oven so it's ready when you are. And then we are gonna put this in for 35 to 40 minutes. All right, let's get this done. Alexa, set the timer for 35 minutes.
35 minutes, starting now.
Did I just set your Alexa off? So much fun. I love it when that happens when other moms do their videos.
All right, now we're gonna start with the soft and chewy pumpkin cookies. And in our bowl, we are going to do, I already dumped in the 1 cup all-purpose flour just to get my bulky flour container out of the way. Then we are going to do 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. It doesn't fit. Let's just do 2 half teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Okay. Then we are going to need a half teaspoon of baking soda. Now I got this all dusty. That's why we wear the apron. We're just gonna get all that pumpkin spice off of our half teaspoon. We need baking soda, which I always grab the wrong one, but today I got lucky and I got the baking soda first try. Proud of myself. Gotta celebrate the small victories, you know. Baking soda, that off to the side. Then we need a 4 teaspoons of salt. We'll just do a pinch, a little drizzle. And now we are going to just kind of mix these together. Use a teaspoon just to make sure all those flavors and ingredients get all mixed up to one happy family. All right. Now we are going to set this one aside. We will get back to this, my friends, in a little while. Now, in the next bowl, don't you fret, we have them right underneath me. Chose a bigger bowl this time. Hoping we don't have like the same disaster. Should I go for the big one? Let's just go for the bigger bowl. Big bowl. Let's make safe choices now. Last time it was a mess. Okay. Make sure it's all nice. Little crumbs up down there. Okay. So now we are going to beat together the cream. We're going to cream together the butter and the brown sugar and the white sugar to start. And after about 2 minutes, we are going to add 1 egg yolk, and then the vanilla, and then the pumpkin. So let's get the butter. And how much sugar do we need? We need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Brown sugar is so good. It's like my favorite. And vanilla, I guess. Okay, 1/2 cup packed brown sugar. And then we need just a 1/4 cup of white sugar. Just this little bit. I don't feel like that's too much sugar for cookie. That's good enough. Okay, 1/4 cup regular sugar in the pot. So now that we got all of this together, we're gonna go take it over to the handy dandy hand mixer to save us some energy. It would not be a true Home Sweet Homes video if I did not have a major disaster. I'll flip you around and show you what I just did. And then I get to clean that up before we mix together the brown sugar and butter. Do you see all of that? All that white stuff, the whole mountains? All the way there. Yeah, that would be sugar. Like an entire pound of sugar. Slipped and tipped my container and down it went. So now we gotta hurry up and clean it up before the hound dog gets in and eats it. Lucky me. There. Let's bring our directions closer. Maybe I'll get this right. Okay, we did about 2 minutes or so with brown sugar and butter. Now we're gonna add the 1 egg yolk. Now, another little disaster I had was somehow, I can't even explain how, I dropped my egg yolk into my flour container. So it's a little floury. It's fine. It's fine, it'll be alright, I'm sure. So we're gonna do the egg and the vanilla. Now we don't measure vanilla. You gotta measure that with your heart. And we love vanilla. Just a little splash or two. Alright, then it's gonna blend this up for another minute or so before we add the pumpkin and then continue to mix. While we're stopped, let's put this back down. Alright, get back. Okay, now we are going to dump in 1/3 cup of the pureed pumpkin. And we're gonna beat the heck out of that too. Okay, now that we have all of those items creamed together, let's just try. It looks amazing. Oh, and it smells even more incredible. We are gonna mix in 1.5 cup of oats. That said rolled old-fashioned oats. That's what I got. Let's tap our flour out of here. And fumble a little with our oat. All right, 1.5 cups. 1 and okay, that's about half. bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up real quick before I tip that over onto the floor as well. Okay, now this one you just move the mixer out of the way, and this you just kind of fold in with your spatula. Now once we get this all folded in, we're gonna cover this bowl, and then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for a half an hour and let it chill before we roll it out into balls, and then push the balls down just a little bit, and then they're gonna bake, which is kind of perfect, at 350 because that's where our honey bun cake is already cooking at. Then, all right, it's pretty incorporated. I'm gonna leave mine flattened out a little so it can chill faster, maybe, or even. So we're going to add all of our dry ingredients that we mixed up and set aside earlier into our bowl. And then we are going to mix it in. Clean off your beaters. Now we are going to cover it and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. All right, we are gonna whip up the glaze that goes on top of our honey bun cake. I'm using almond milk to make it dairy free. You can also use regular milk, of course, powdered sugar, and vanilla. So you need to start with 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla or half. Now, milk goes a long way, or liquids in general go a long way with powdered sugar. So we're gonna try not to do too much. Give this a whisk. Now the recipe said it'd be nice to have it a little thicker so when you pour it over the hot cake, it kind of, thick enough to stick to it a little bit. It comes out. Okay, so we have kind of this thick ooey gooey icing. So now when our cake comes out, we are gonna just kind of drizzle that across the top and then let it sit for a little bit before we dive in and try it. All right, timer went off. Let's go get our cake out and check on it. Steam up your face a little. Oh my gosh, guys, this looks beautiful. All right, now while it's nice and hot, we're gonna pour that glaze over. Quick pour over all of it. Okay. Just gonna try to cover the whole top with a really thin layer. Cake is so light, bouncy. Okay. Now we have our honey bun icing on top of our pumpkin walnut cake. All right, now this has to sit and cool for a couple of hours before we can cut in and see how it turned out.
All right, it's been 30 minutes since we're back. I got my cookie dough out of the refrigerator. We are going to roll it into about, I don't know, 1 spoonful or so each cookie and get it on the baking sheets and into the oven. All right, the trick I like to do is the 2 spoons. Makes it a little bit easier, a little bit less messy. See if my plan works out. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Not too close to the edge. We don't want to fall off. Sorry for the lawnmower noise in the back. Of course, our lawn guy happened to just come. And sorry for the yard noise. Sorry for all that noise you may hear. Our lawn guy is here mowing. Perfect time, hey? We got most of it filmed before he came, but that's alright. Now, we like larger cookies in our family. I mean, you could eat 2 small cookies. We're just gonna take 1 big cookie and out you go. So, mine are gonna be a little bit larger. That's okay. Who doesn't want like a big, soft, chewy cookie? Okay. Okay, now this one said when you have your balls of cookie dough, you just kind of smush it down just a little bit. Now mine are not going to be perfect circles, but I'm going to chew them up and eat them anyway. I'm not too concerned about them being perfectly round. They'll taste just fine. Okay, so we'll smush the rest of those after we get the next pan dished out. Now our oven's officially preheated again. All right. Slide those in towards the middle. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. All right, it's time to cut into this honey bun pumpkin cake. Ready to try it, Pikachu?
So why did you call me Pikachu?
Because of your jams. It's pajama day, in case nobody else got the message. Hang on your pajamas.
Huh?
It's Sunday.
Have you not noticed I've worn pajamas for the next 4 days?
For the
last
list.
4
I have
days.
noticed, but you know what? Pajamas are great. I love pajamas. You can wear pajamas whenever you want. Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. You live in pajamas. Where are you dressed up? I'm not picky. Right?
Pretty sure about that. So
As long as you're happy.
picky about decorations, but not clothing.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. My plan,
They have to look perfect.
I want this.
Can I
Oh,
have the tiniest piece? I don't know if I'll like it or not.
well, let's share it. Okay. Ooh, let's zoom in and show the inside of the cake. Nice and airy. You can't like see the
Alter ego.
pecan layer. Look like, to me, it looks like it went right to the bottom, or not pecan,
Does
walnuts.
anybody know I don't like walnuts or
There's very little bit, and then a little bit of the honey, the honey bun glaze that we made. All right,
What the heck is that?
Like a honey bun, like the little Debbie kind of treats.
I have no clue what that is.
all right. Here's your fork. Let's dive in and try, please.
I'm scared.
Me too. I don't really love pumpkin that much. Let's try it. Hold on.
And do you like?
Cut on the thing. Yeah. There you go. All right. I don't usually love pumpkin, but that's really good. What do you think? Sure, tell them. Tell our friends here.
I don't like the pecan pup, but the rest is pretty good.
You don't like the walnuts?
Yeah, or whatever it is.
The walnuts all sunk to about it. It wasn't in the middle of it, but this recipe, you'll eat more of that, won't you?
I guess, but
If I force feed him cake, he'll eat it. No, I'm not surprised. No. All right, try this one, you guys. It's really good. I'll leave the recipe in the description box below. Okay, it's been 9 minutes. We're gonna check them. Opie out. All right, they look pretty good to me. So we're gonna take them out. We are gonna let them sit on the metal pan for just 1 minute before we move them to the cooling rack. All right, let's try one of these cookies. Let's see. Very soft. Very good flavor. I would totally make these again. Yeah, not like an overwhelming pumpkin taste, but just enough to like you can still enjoy it. We'll finish the rest of those up. And it'll be nice to put some in the freezer so we have some, you know, throughout the season. No. In our house, they may last a week if I hide them in the freezer. Anyway, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me on this Fall Food Friday video and making the soft and chewy pumpkin cookies and the pumpkin honey bun cake. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day, guys.